Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. To the air again, Herbert. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. On second down now, it's Stevens. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Allen going to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
To try again after the sack. Herbert has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, Herbert able to find Higgins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Four yards remain for second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, the the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On fourth down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw again on second down. Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cooper Kupp, touchdown number 22 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Stevens. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Allen now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 8 coming up. Up the middle they go. It's Stevens. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Allen from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on second and 10, Herbert. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
A first and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. On first down, Allen. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 34 yards the gain that time. Another first down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On play action, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 43. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Off the bootleg. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Allen going to go on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Allen off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Colts. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Taken right around the 44. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Allen's throw is complete, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Up the middle they go. It's Stevens, and he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Carlson is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down and 4, Herbert. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. T. Higgins, 59 yards. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Stevens. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Slot man moves right. On first down, it's Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
from midfield. Here's Allen. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was a nice job defensively disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for it.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Once more, here's Eckler. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Texans, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.